Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Appreciate you all so much for stopping by. Thank you. Today, we are going to be flying the Drukair Airbus A319 down to Paro in Bhutan. We're currently here in Kathmandu. I flew this flight earlier just to kind of get a little bit of insight into how the approach works. This flight is really short, so we're going to have plenty of time to do stuff on the ground. But once we get up into the air, we are not going to have very much time to do much stuff and plan for the arrival. So that will have to be a relatively quick job regardless. I'm really looking forward to this, and Noah requested this flight, so here we go, we're doing it. And welcome to the stream as well, Noah. Appreciate you for stopping by. Much appreciated. So I finally decided as well what we're going to do tomorrow. I will tell you once we get to cruise. But yeah, let's jump into the flight deck of the A319, taking us over to Paro today. We're going to go ahead, sync the information in there, load aircraft through GSX. We'll do the boarding only. Coming upstairs, let's get that overhead power on. Battery 1, battery 2 can be engaged. Adheres, left side, right side, centre to the nav position. Go ahead, get that crew supply on. Nav logo lights. No smoking signs. Arm the emergency exit lights. And seatbelt signs are on as well. One other thing. Massive shout out to Noah, who gave us this fantastic screenshot to use for the thumbnail. Much appreciated. And I also hope you guys like our new intro. Should we take another look at it? Look at that. Anyways, let's go downstairs into the FMC, into the init page. Let's go ahead and do our init request. Grab the information from in there. No passenger stairs. Aha. There's some stairs. You are a bit stupid, GSX. We're just not going to look outside, and then how about that? Anyways, flight number today is Drukair 401. Oh, there we go. Druk 401. Our cruising altitude today is going to be flight level 350, which seems high, but mind you, we're already at, let's see, 4,000 feet. so it's not that high up. And our cost index is 9. Popping into the departures today, then we can go ahead, set our departure for runway 02 today. The 𝗂𝐵𝗔 1 Charlie departure via 𝗂𝐚𝐧𝐬𝗂. Go ahead, insert that on in. Looking good. To the arrivals, then we're going to be expecting the RNAV. Actually, I don't know what we're going to be expecting, so we are going to take a little look-see at the charts. Noah, I am not. So I tried using 2024 recently, and there was this audio that was cracking. The displays on the Phoenix had this really annoying white bar around them. It was really annoying. So no, this is 2020, but I have just done a quick reinstall of Flight Sim 24, so I'll give it a go probably tomorrow. We're going to be flying the iFly 737 MAX on Friday, so we'll be in 2020 again, but we'll see. Maybe on Monday we will try 24. Okay, arrivals wise, let's put up the charts for you all to see. So we are coming in this way. We're going to take the RNAV Zulu. We'll add that to our route. That gives us a few more waypoints. Again, I am not particularly confident in this approach, so whoever the expert is going to have to sort that. Yeah, I did notice that. Pushback truck in the building. Amazing. There is not really any good scenery around this area, so I've just gone with the default scenery, and that's that. Not the default. This isn't default scenery. This is freeware from 𝗂𝐴𝐵𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. You can find the link in our Discord server by checking out the schedule section, and then just click on the icon for this airport. Yeah, Noah, I really wish I could do that as well, because I really so badly want to be using 2024 so badly, but I just need it to be a little bit more reliable, and then we'll have no issues. As well, I want to be able to fly the 737, the 777, the 737 MAX without issue. And right now, I know you can fly the 777 pretty well, 737-800 meh, and the MAX you definitely can't. So it's an interesting one, really. Aviation Finn, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day so far. Okay, we do need to pin this. We'll be coming in Papa Romeo 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 to 744-842 at 15,200. And that's where the constraints end. Almost. There's a couple more. Papa Romeo 730-799 at 13,800. And then it looks like you maintain that and just slow down to 145 knots. And then once you're at Papa Romeo 816, you descend yourself down to the runway. I was cutting that bit off, but I think you do want to swing around slightly. So we'll take a little look a little bit later on. That's correct, Noah. That's correct. Yeah, indeed, Aviation Finn. Long time no see. On Avzuli runway 15. And we're going to be going via the Subsu 1 arrival. Insert that. So one thing I did notice on my flight into this airport earlier is that it did this. So let's take a look at the charts. Should we move them? No, we'll leave them. So 𝗂𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵, then it should go to 744, which it doesn't. So Papa Romeo 744, just above that discon. 744, no, that's not right. 888, and then it should be 444. 744 even. Papa Romeo 744, above 818. Why is that slotted in there? Oh, right, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 744, there it is, underneath 888. That's normal, that's good. Noah says, also did some flights there. Weren't the best approaches actually, just some random ones. Yeah. Back to the charts. After 744 it's 842. 744, 842. 730. 842, 730, 799er. Yeah, definitely is, Noah. Very hard to be at the right heights. My descent rate was so steep coming into Paro, it was kind of ridiculous. The rest look okay, so then it's 818, 814, 816, 812. Cool. It's that's lovely jubbly. That's all in. That took a bit longer than anticipated, but I'd rather have it sorted now because there's going to be 0 time air once we're in the air. Oh, what's happened here? Oh. We have to do this ourselves, do we? Just cycle that back to the McDo, I guess. Hopefully that will fix it for us. Right, let's get rid of the charts, but right as I remember. Okay. Where can we find this data then if it isn't gonna... Oh, it'll be in the load sheet, won't it? Atsu. AOC menu, flight in it. We can actually populate that. That'll be good. And then it'll be company messages. Which is where? Received messages. There we go. Ah, we don't have one. That's helpful. Oh. Takeoff weight and Mac takeoff weight. What do I do for this? Should we just do it via SimBrief? We'll do it via SimBrief. We'll have to pop it in manually, but that's alright. Okay. Go over to the perf page. V1 today is going to be 130. VR 130 and V2 135. Flaps 1 today. And my trim, it hasn't given me. We are doing a flexed departure with a flex temperature of 56. No flight imported at the home page. It's definitely there. We can re-import it. That's awkward. Should we reset it? Oh, I didn't really do much. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. Do another re-import then. Load, instant, done, done, done. And we don't get our V speeds, okay. whatever. I've done it through SimBrief anyway now, so that's alright. What are we missing in here? A takeoff shift. I just saw that in this, I think. Oh well. We'll see what happens, I guess. Let's go ahead and start the APU. TCAS, squawking 1000. Over to TARA, transponding. It will do us just fine. Oh. So I have been hard at work recently, making a new overlay, and I completely forgot about it. Let's populate some information into this then. We are going from Kathmandu to Paro. We are Drukair 401. There we go. Thoughts? Too big, too small? We'll get that fuel pumps, the fuel pumps on. I don't know if it's too big. My initial thoughts was it might be a bit big, but might be alright actually. I don't know if I can go much smaller than that. It'll need a too big. Okay, we'll just hide it for now and I'll sort it later. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I'll sort it in a bit, or when we land. Oh, it will be sorted by Friday. Let's say that. Okay. Dun 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 dun. APU, are you started? Yes, you are. Lovely. We need the METAR, which is 1017 on the QNH. As said, going up to flight level 350 today. Chuck that in there. Beacon light goes on. And, oh, they are doing something. I had an issue the other day where it did nothing. Which was very helpful, but we move on. Also, what on earth is this departure? You go out and then you do like a little loop-the-loop. So you go out, depart there, shoot around and go up there. I'm assuming that's because of the mountain range. You ready for pushback? Are you really? You ready for pushback up there? You are a very clever pushback driver. How did you get up there? Would you like to explain? I'd quite like to know. Right, the big question is, what is it going to do next? Oh, okay. There we go. I thought it was going to push us back from the air, but it fell down. Brilliant. I hate the Fenix EFB. It's better than the iFly EFB, I'll be honest.
Release parking brakes, please.
The iFly EFB is just so annoying.
All engines clear.
I like the concept. Execution, meh, not really. Right, well, we're starting up engine number 1 to start with.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Oh, I don't want you. Go away. Cabin announcements off, leave me alone. Enjoy the startup. Let's bring those sounds up for you all to enjoy. you not just see me turn that off? I turned them off. There we go. Dear me, it does not want to cooperate today. Starting engine 2. Plan for the rest of the week. You can find the schedule in our Discord. But currently, on Friday, we're going to be operating a Buzz 737 MAX under the Ryanair call sign. We're going to be going from Krakow with 𝗔𝗶𝗍𝗄 Designs Krakow version 2, and we're going to be going over to Dubrovnik. Plan for Monday then is going to be a 777 flight from the fantastic airport of Doha Hamad over to Kuwait, which should be an interesting flight. Looking forward to that one.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes set, engine mode sector back to normal. I haven't tried the Asobo 737 MAX yet, Noah. I probably should give it a go and see if it's actually decent. That could be like a fun little experimental stream. Flaps 1 for departure. Flaps 1. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake is max. We can do our flight control check. Full left.
Tow truck disconnected.
Neutral.
Pipe has been removed.
Full right. Neutral.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Full up. Neutral. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls are full and free and checked. We are ready for taxi, so let's get that taxi light on. I found this aircraft is a lot harder to taxi than the with the CFM engines compared to the IAE engines. You have to add a lot more thrust and gusto into it for it to get going. Noah says, I'm not really into Boeing, but I flew the PMDG 737 and 777, also the Microsoft 747, but that's about it. All other flights I do are flown with Airbus. And that's fair enough. I really enjoy Airbus. I love the simplicity of it. You don't really have to do much to get going. The flight decks look so much nicer. A lot more modern systems. A lot more in depth and things, I find, compared to a Boeing. Oh, my Simlink never, like, starts for Navigraph, and it always logs me out. Oh, it hasn't even started this time. Let's get that running. But I do quite enjoy flying with the iFly 737 MAX. That is a fun jet to fly. And we can go takeoff config check. APU upstairs can come off, as we're all set, ready to go. So Noah, what would you say your favourite Airbus is to fly? And if you don't have a favourite, then which one do you fly most often? Yeah, fair enough, Noah. Fair enough. All I've basically done is I've flown it how I flew the PMDG 737, and it seemed to work. Whether it is right or wrong, who knows? It's probably wrong, but oh well. We are going to be doing a bit of backtracks, so we're going to go ahead and get those strobe lights on. See what I mean? We're going so slow. Usually, when I'm flying with the IAE engines, it kind of rolls for me. There's a bit of power to get your moving and things.
On runway 2,0,300 feet remaining.
I quite enjoy flying the A320 family though. It's definitely one of the best. So fun. I have heard there is also a CRJ update coming soon. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. That'll be interesting. Quite fun as well, I would imagine. Right, so which way are you supposed to go around these things? Maybe it is this way. When I flew this morning, I went round the other way, but I think this way actually looks a bit more correct.
Approaching 0-2. On runway 0-2.
Nicely done, look at that. Noah says favourite aircraft would be the A350. In the sim I fly the Fenix A320 most of the time with some of my local carriers like Eurowings or Lufthansa. Very nice, Noah. I love flying Eurowings, I can't lie. So fun flying with Eurowings, and I quite like the A350 as well. One of my favourites as well, for sure. But let's get on our way to Paro. Sounds are up. Enjoy the departure, folks. I will see you in the air. Throttle's up to about 50% on the N1. There we go. Manflex 56 SRS. Runway auto thrust is blue. .100 knots, checked, nose pressure's neutral. V1 and rotate. Positive rate, gear up.
Altimeter setting.
Altimeter setting? What are you on about? Phoenix, hello.
Altimeter setting.
Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Bring those sounds back down a bit for you all. Thrust, climb. Auto thrust. Alt blue and nav. Bye bye, Kathmandu. Hope you're having a good day so far, Felix. Nice to see you. Feels like it's been a while. flap 0, speed check flap 0, autopilot 1 engaged. There's that flap retraction. Thank you, Noah. And Noah says, the A320 just gives me these vacation vibes. My first visit to the airport 10 years ago or something, I only saw the A320 from German Wings, Air Berlin and LTU. Don't know what airline that is. And these just gave out some vibes. Since then, sticked with Airbus, every simulator, every time, just Airbus. Yeah, the first ever time I visited the flight deck of an aircraft, it was a Monarch Airbus A320. That is an experience I will never forget. That is quite a beautiful departure, I can't lie. Definitely going to need to do some more flights out of Kathmandu. Where do they fly to from Kathmandu? Should we check? Okay, passing 10,000 feet. Oh, we forgot about those. Whoops. Oh well. No one's here to see it. So we're okay. LTU was a German airline, also dead by now, like German Wings, Air Berlin and Monarch. Yeah. It's a shame really, there are lots of these airlines that were quite good and are now gone. Okay, let's put up the flight radar and explore Kathmandu. So, actually, first of all, yeah, we'll look at Kathmandu first, see where it is. It's in here, isn't it? Kathmandu. Arrivals, so... oh, flight from Kuala Lumpur. That's quite a long one, actually, but that would be quite fun. Or Singapore in there, 737-800. Hong Kong, A330. Lots of quite exotic and long flights, actually. And then you got these few, like, kind of locally ones. Delhi, Mumbai, with Nepal Airlines.
Altimeter 7.
Oh dear. That could be quite good fun. Dubai in the max, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Dakar with Beeman, Bangladesh. Actually, that sounds like a vibey flight. We will go bang. We'll get that flight info for next time. I will save that. But I thought I'd show you guys what we are operating on Friday. So technically, it's not operated just yet. It's going to be operated in the end of March, I believe. But basically, we depart from Krakow. We're going to be flying with Buzz, so Ryanair under the Buzz under the Ryanair call sign. And then we're going to be going over down here to, where is it? It's here somewhere. We're going to have to look it up. Where is Dubrovnik? I thought Dubrovnik was right next to Montenegro. Because you kind of loop down this coast here. Oh, is this it? It's here. To Dubrovnik. Which is quite a nice flight. Croatia, yes. It's not a new flight, Noah. It starts in Let's see if I can pull it up on flight connections. I know that's another website that's used. From Krakow to Dubrovnik. So yeah, it starts on the 30th of March with Ryanair. About an hour and 40 minutes. It didn't take me that long, I don't think. But yeah, definitely a fun flight to try out. That's on Friday. Monday, I am planning to do Qatar Airways 777-300 ER from Doha over to Kuwait, which also sounds like a nice flight. Yes, no way. Yep, summer, spring flight type thing. So we have got a lot of good, fun flights coming up soon, which I'm looking forward to. Brilliant. Time to accelerate away then, and we'll start to get up to our cruise. If we go real time, it's like 2:30 in the morning. So we'll be down on the ground, and that's about 35 minutes. It's not a very long trip down to Paro, but it's a fun flight. I really enjoy it. Get some breathtaking views as well over the Himalayas. Really, really nice. Let's get some music on. Dun, 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 dun. What playlist should we pick? Travel. Let's do road trip. No, not road trip. That is so loud. There we go. That's a bit better. Let me know if that's too quiet. If the simulator's too loud as well. So that Beeman Bangladesh flight, we could do that next Wednesday. Oh, that would be quite good fun. And then I hope if we can get Microsoft Flight Sim 24 working, I'd like to do a nice little long haul in the A330. A Detroit to London could be quite vibey, or yeah, something along those lines, maybe something else. Noah said, I looked up the Eurowings summer flight plan from my local Dusseldorf and saw they have 116 different cities they fly to. Sheesh kebab. That's a lot of cities. Another flight I want to do is down in South America, doing the Rio Santos de Mont. No, is it Rio? The Santos Dumont approach in Sao Paulo. We'd fly from Rio down there, so that would be quite good fun. So many great flights. Nice little bit of turbulence up here with that wing flex. The A319 is such a hard jet to land. I always struggle a load with it. Also, what do you guys think of this streaming schedule? 3 days a week on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I think it's quite good. So really, once we start our descent, we jump right into the approach. It's quite crazy. Noah says, also very happy to see EasyJet coming back to Dusseldorf after some years, starting with London, Edinburgh, Nice and Milan. That sounds like it's quite cool. We may have to check that out. Flying to Dusseldorf with EasyJet. When was the last time we did an EasyJet flight on the channel? 6 days ago. We would probably do Eurowings then. I think that could be good fun. We've not done Eurowings in a while. Also looking at our thumbnail screenshot submission channel. We could do... Noah, I really like your Air Berlin one. So we could do like a retro Air Berlin flight, or the Eurowings with the football club. Who is that? Dortmund? I don't even know. I don't follow football, so... Pop over to flight radar again. We can have another look. Borussia Dortmund. Nice. Should we look up the reg for it? Yankee Mike. Mike Whiskey. Yankee Whiskey. Whiskey Mike. There we go. Delta Alpha Echo Whiskey Mike. Had to try a few of them, but I got it. Okay. Let's pull this up. So, it's an Airbus A320-200. That is a cool picture. Tenerife to Dusseldorf, Dusseldorf to Manchester, La Palma to Dusseldorf, Dusseldorf to Funchal, Paderborn to Dusseldorf, Leipzig to Paderborn, Dortmund. Okay, if we fly the Dortmund livery, we kind of have to go to Dortmund, don't we? Dusseldorf to Malaga. Dusseldorf to Lille, Zurich to Berlin, Stuttgart to Berlin. We've got Aeros off Berlin that we flew into. That's true, Noah. Palma de Mallorca to Berlin. Lots of flying in Berlin. Pretty new, by the way. They just repainted it in December. Ooh, okay. Tromsø to Dusseldorf. I don't want to do Manchester to Dusseldorf. That's boring. That Funchal to Dusseldorf flight sounds so nice, but that length does not sound so nice. Dortmund to Hamburg. Cologne to Dortmund. Oh, that's a 19-minute flight. Wowzers. Palma de Mallorca to Dusseldorf. Oh, I like the sound of that. Vienna to Dusseldorf. Yes, please. Is there a scenery for it? There is, 𝗂𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐶. I think I've got that one. Bilbao to Dusseldorf. Berlin to Dusseldorf. Gran Canaria, Berlin. Malaga, Cologne. There are some hard flights to pick from. Some really interesting flights. Munster to Munster. Interesting. Did Bilbao to Dusseldorf in the livery 3 weeks ago? Where was the Bilbao flight? Where's it gone? Oh yeah. If I do that, will it work or will it send us back? Oh, flight not found. Fine. Okay. Bilbao to Dusseldorf. Oh yes, it's in the top spare. I don't know why I was thinking it was in this region. BIO. Let me check my add-on linker. I might have a Bilbao scenery. What's the ICAO code for Bilbao? LEBB. Oh, hold on. We should probably check we're not top descent yet. Okay, we're fine. No, I don't have any scenery. That's a shame. Is there any good scenery on flightsim.to for it? No. That's a shame. Oh well. We'll have to find something else to do, but we've got lots of different options. Anyways, I think we should take a quick look-see at the arrival. And what's going to be going on there, because that would be quite important so we know kind of what we're doing. So, let's take a look at the charts. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. So, we are going to be going to Subzoo. Okay. Actually, can you see that? Subzoo. That is the start of the star. So, leave Subzoo on a heading of 061 degrees. Over to Papa Romeo 888 at 17,000 feet and 185 knots. After 888, we leave at a heading of 061 again. Can we remove all annotations from it? There we go. Over to Papa Romeo 744, where we loop over to Papa Romeo 842, 15,200 feet. Let's quickly change the colour to be blue, just so we can see a bit better. Leave the Papa Romeo 842, heading 010. Papa Romeo 730. So it kind of looks like we're just following this river around, basically the whole way. And then we break off from the river and then go down another river down here to find the runway. Thank you very much, Noah. I will take a look at those screenshots. Oh yes, look at these. I'll show them to on the stream in just a second. By the way, Noah, you are the Paro expert here, so I hope you can help us if we break it or do something wrong. Anyways, that is not too far to descend down to 13,800. leave that on a heading of 326 degrees before we break off at Papa Romeo 818. And that's the landmark there, isn't it? So at that point, then you know to sort of loop in. So 145 knots by 816, and 814 we go down to 812, 810, and then it's 808, which is helpful and all, but it doesn't really give us any information on what to do down there. So we're just going to have to hope for the best. We need to plug in our destination data in though, so we are a Category C aircraft, and we are going to be popping in the minimums of 10,320. Meta-wise, we could take a quick little look at that. Cool. Winds 200 degrees at 5 knots. A few clouds, 1,600 feet. Broken clouds at 10,000 feet. Temperature 19, with a dew point of 9. QNH 1018 hectopascals, and no significant changes expected. There's a bit of haze as well, which is definitely interesting. And of course the wind 200 at 5. Yeah, Noah. Just hope for the best and it'll be fine. 4 flights is still more than me. We're just not going to talk about the one attempt we had before where we smashed into a mountain. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the brand new intro? I absolutely love it. I think it's so good. Should we go back to it just for the funsies? Just look at that. With the timer countdown and everything. Just amazing. Should we give you a little sneak peek of the outro as well? That's all you get. Cheeky little sneak peek. I am going to put the seatbelt signs on now, because once we start descending, there is a point where we will descend very quickly, from what I can tell. There is a lot of steep descending. Also, I want to get ready by turning you off. No one likes the terrain meter. That can stay away from me. Thank you. That is quite a view up here. Himalayas over there. I wonder if we can see Everest. And then a bit more boring that side, but let's say if I had booked this side of the aircraft, I would be a bit disappointed when you then come over a little bit to the other side and you are faced with that background. Yeah, me too, Noah. I think that's what I really like most. It took so long to set up, but now I've got it, it's fab. And basically, I can just add more screenshots and it will randomly cycle through them. So I just have a little folder that it picks up from, and then bang, we have got a load of great screenshots in the background. Top of drop reached. Descent is starting. First constraint of the day, 13,800 feet. And that needs to be at 185 knots, but we've got plenty of time to adjust that before we get there. Lovely view out the window as we start our descent. As I said about subsu, there it is. That'll be our next waypoint. I am going to get those ground spoilers out. Starting to bleed off that speed ever so gradually. Did some engine failure tests and go around with the engine failures some weeks ago. I think I also need to test these at Paro. One wrong turn and one incorrect input and you are done for. You are indeed done for. I have learnt that the hard way, let's just put it that way. Now we've got a company message. I see you over there. Oh, not com menu. Oh, not HEC menu. Dear me, what are we clicking today? Oh, Drukair ops. Send ADC. Good grief. There goes my glass of water. Send ADC delay. No. You didn't give me takeoff performance, so no, you're not getting that. Well, that one came in quite a while ago, I think, but I only just really noticed it on the eCam now. That came in at 3:43, which is when? That doesn't tell us. That's helpful. Thank you, Microsoft, or Phoenix even, for not telling me the information I need. Hopeless. Okay. Subsu max 185. I'm going to bleed that speed down to about 200 starting now. So it isn't quite a shock to the aircraft to start slowing down. Because let's be real, there is not much time between Subsu and Papa Romeo 888. We're going to have to increase that speed a bit. We'll start it on 240, I guess. It's very difficult to gauge, really, when to start. Right, I'm a bit sick of this playlist now, so we're going with this. This one. No, not this one. This one. Almost there. Won't be long until we capture it. We can go. Is that not enforcing the constraint? No, I'm not happy with that. Oh, we'll just leave it. I don't want to mess it up too much. It will sort of figure it out itself. I hope. I'm hoping that that dot there is when our speed will start to have to be bled off. I'm not so confident in my ability to fly difficult approaches, you know. I think I'll just stick to flying. Do we have a disc on? We do. Cheeky disc on. I can let that speed go now. Go, go, go. Go, speed, go. Because I am enforcing that constraint no matter what. We're going down to 185 knots. There we go, we picked that up. That's better. So this should now be 127. It's quite helpful. It's a bit low. This says 185, so we'll be at 185. But I have to go flaps 1. Speed check, flaps 1. Dear me. Lumpy bumpy. Ooh. In-op system GPWS terrain. That's fine. I've done that on purpose. We are high and too fast. Brilliant start. Here's the thing, Noah. I've got the speed brakes fully retracted, fully extended. And it does a whole load of nothing. That vertical deviation, is it vertical deviation? Vertical deviation, lateral deviation, I think is correct. That next one is 13,000. Where is the constraint actually? Because it Papa Romeo 842. We should be at 15. Right, we're just going to be cheeky. Thank you. 15,200. No one's seeing this. I don't see it. You don't see it. We're fine. This aircraft just likes to be a bit of an idiot. Thank you. We're fine. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your concerns, but we are fine. Okay. Looks like we're managing this descent via vertical speed. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, we weren't supposed to do that. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Oh dear. $13,800. Speed brake's still out. Yeah, that's the point. Oh dear. Well done us, I guess. We have officially fixed it. Get in. I'm pausing this music because it is not the vibe I am getting. Okay. 13,800. We are at where we should be. Lovely jubbly. We do need to slow down now to 160. Because at 816, which is there, we need to be at 145. Okay, Sky Dolly, please. Sky Dolly. Hit record. Come over to you. Get the landing rate ready for you guys. There we are. And we'll go flaps 2, please. Speed check flaps 2. And then we'll be doing a bit of hand fly and bring her in just a few moments. Go down to 145. And we'll go gear down, flaps 3. This is essentially our final approach at this point. It's not very long to get us here. Speed brake disagree, that's fine, we can bring you in anyways. And I guess we'll go 135 and then we'll just drop to the final approach speed, I think. Auto brake medium. I'm not playing any games with that today. It is going to be a case of stop and stop quickly. Even though this runway is surprisingly long, I think. All things considered, yeah, it's about 2,265 metres, which isn't too bad. By the way, I am still trying to get used to my new fancy rudder pedals. So do excuse if we are a bit off the centre line in a few moments. But I am taking control. Goodbye, goodbye. It is now on to me. As I'm the only one who can fly this plane properly. Apart from the people who actually fly it in the real world, but I guess that's me as well. There is the little thingy that we are aiming for. I feel like we're stupidly high again. Thank you very much, Noah. I am definitely going to need it. Right, Noah, do you think we are high at our current... Oh dear. Does this look high? I think this does. Yeah. Just gonna nosedive it again. See, I think you should be about this high for this point. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. About 8,000-ish feet. Continue. I can't see the runway, but we're continuing anyway. Because it's clear. Anyway, so we're fine. We're just a bit fast. Which means it's going to be a bit of a difficulty slowing ourselves down afterwards, but that's okay. Yeah. Left, then right, then left again, and then onto the runway, says Noah. So there's our left. It'll be a right, and then another left, hopefully. If it's all done correctly. So, I think we're going to go in about here.
1000.
Let's let our speed bleed off again. Now it feels like we're slightly low, but actually we should be okay. I can't remember where the runway is over here.
Too high. Too high.
Oh, there it is.
1,
4.
5.
300.
Too high.
Taxiway.
Speed,
Caution.
speed.
Taxiway.
Oh dear.
100.
Approaching.
Tank rate.
1, 5.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
40,
Pull
30,
up.
20. Retard.
My brakes. Reverse stowed. Oh my goodness me. I don't know about you, but I think that went pretty well. Hats off to me. That went surprisingly well, all things considered. I mean, we properly slammed on those brakes. The amount of force that must have been, like, thrusted into them. Right, we're stopping. Should we put the brake fan on? Probably should put the brake fan on shortly. We do have a replay, so that is going to be great as well. That will be a good watch. Okay. Well, a very, very warm welcome to Paro, Bhutan. Noah says, nice. I think you should have come a bit more left.
Feet remaining.
Left side and then turn in last second. Yes. Yeah, definitely. If we do this again, a bit more left. But I didn't want to miss the runway. That's the one hesitation. Like, if you come too far over to the right, then it's a bit left even. It's a bit of an impossible right-hand turn back in. If that makes any sense, what I just said. Because it didn't make sense to me. But I think I found that last time that I should have come slightly more left. And I came more left than last time, but still need a bit more, I guess. Which is fine. There's always room for improvement. But I think I've had worse landings here. Relatively smooth. 285. I'll take that any day. Especially for this airport. Yeah. But I think next time I'm going to disable VRAS, because that was saying we were on a taxiway when we hadn't even landed. Said we were too high, too fast. What else was there? Can't remember them all, but there was quite a few call-outs that I don't think should have been called out at that point. Again, my fault for poor flying the approach. On the plus side, everyone is down safely. Nobody's dead. There may be a few people needing a sick bag, so I hope they brought extras. But otherwise, very happy with that. We're going to take stand 6. Because I liked that one last time. Oh, I hate you, GSX. I hate you so much. There we go. Oh yeah, Noah, definitely. The only thing I have is that I can barely see where I'm going now. There's no way I'm going to see when I am flying at night. It's that little mountain they need to just demolish from there onwards. Get rid of it. Demolish it. Don't need it. It just gets in the way. Exactly, Noah. That's the fun part about it, isn't it? Just a simulator. If you crash, no one cares. But if you're flying for real, then you might have a bit of a problem on your hand. I hope this is the gate that's like really nice. Because there is one gate right in front of... I don't even know who it is. The King or Bhutan? Apologies if that's incorrect. Okay, in we go. I hope it is this gate. Yes it is, surely. The King and Queen of Bhutan. GSX also thinks I do terrible parking jobs, but I beg to differ. I think my parking jobs are quite good. Oh, apart from this one's gone a bit all pear-shaped. But nothing we can't fix. I want my nose wheel in line with him. He says over a bit, we'll go over a bit. Move, plane, move. Come on, you can do it. Oh my goodness me. Take your time. Okay, and then just abruptly quit on us. You did an awful job at marshalling us in. Dearie me. You're so bad that we're getting rid of you. Goodbye. Noah says that. Thank you. I acknowledge it. I've read it. Am I going to try pronounce it? No. But that's quite cool.
Terrain ahead.
Okay, should we try this out then? Where's a good start
Caution,
point?
Taxiway. Caution,
There's
taxiway.
touchdown.
Approaching.
So maybe we want to go
Caution, taxiway.
about there.
Caution, taxiway.
Thank you, 𝗲𝗏. Thank you. You can be dismissed. Goodbye. This will look absolutely incredible for our final landing plane spotter type view. It will hopefully look quite nice. It always kind of makes me jump when I see the runway. Oh, there it is. Quick. Get over there. You'll see it in a moment. I'm like, you'll see I've seen the runway. And then it'll be bang. Across we go. Where is it? Here? Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Seen the runway. Over we go. Quick, 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 quick. Not much time left to stabilise ourselves. Looks like we're about to crash into those trees. I thought the replay was broken for a second. And then... touchdown! Speed brakes half deployed. What are you doing? Honestly. Do better next time, speed brakes. And that was a proper slam on the brakes before it's too late. Brakes hot, delay takeoff for cooling. Okay, let's start from up here this time. Unfortunately, though, we are going to have to wrap it up there. Which is a shame, because it was such a fun flight. I really enjoyed it. But we're going to have to save it for next time. We will definitely be flying back here in the near future. Try make sure those skills are up-leveled compared to this time. I'm so excited for the flight on Friday with Buzz, which is a stunning livery in the iFly Boeing 737 MAX 8. We're going to be going from Krakow to Dubrovnik if you're just tuning in. ECAM warning there. Seen the runway.
Don't sink.
I thought it was saying don't sink. There's that little temple thing. So I think you're supposed to come right over this bit here and then in. Instead of what I did. Very nice landing. Lovely. Okay. Pause. Right. My controller has decided to go kaput. So I'm going to have to try this out with my keyboard and mouse. We shall see how it goes. Drone, follow mode off, lock mode on. Get it back a bit. Zoom level. Oh, I shouldn't have closed that. Whoops. Can I go down a bit to look up? Down. Lock mode on. There we go. That's locked in. Well, that's the start point. I guess we're going to have to start it about there. But, as I say, that's going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you to everyone who has come along today. I really, really do appreciate it. Massive shout out to Noah for the flight idea and the thumbnail screenshot. Awfully kind of you for sending those. I will catch you all on Friday. Have a fantastic evening. Enjoy this final replay. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.